There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? I don't even know what that means exactly. Is the Force dead?
Isn't it Andy Serkis? Isn't he the one saying that?
He said it.
Notice how Andy Serkis, I believe, is the only character we have not seen almost anything of. I'm David. I am a Jedi.
And I'm Joel. And I'm a Jedi Master.
Dang it!
Welcome to The Journey Awakens. In this episode, we'd like to thank all of our viewers for tuning in again. Today, we figured we'd talk about the Star Wars films, the complete saga.
Yes, that's right. We are talking about the Star Wars films.
Yes.
The actual films.
Jedis. Star Wars has Jedis. No other film series has Jedis, people. Where else are you going to go? You got to come to Star Wars for that. The most important topic of discussion is the proper order to watch these movies. If you've seen all the Star Wars films already, I wouldn't say there's a particular order. You can watch them however you want. If you haven't seen Star Wars, do not watch them 1 through 6. I cannot stress this enough.
Do not
it is
do that.
infuriating.
No.
It is infuriating. And it's against the Jedi Code.
That's right.
Okay? It is terrible. You will get kicked out and probably purposefully made homeless. Like, they will make sure that you are just not living anywhere.
Yeah, that is one of the... And we'll explain more...
Coruscant.
We'll explain more why, but that to me is the first number one incorrect viewing order. There's another popular viewing order that is very much incorrect. And I know that for some reason, amongst the hardcore fans, this is controversial. Here, this is not a viable viewing order. 4, 5, 6.
It's true.
That is not enough.
It's true.
There are 6 movies.
The prequels are good, people.
There's also this new one out there that's like 4, 5, 6, 2, 3.
Yeah,
You
or like
chopped
1,
off a
3.
movie.
So they like take one out, and I forget which one it is. It's terrible. No. Gosh,
You have to watch it. Even if you don't think they're great movies,
and you can
it's part of the story.
You can prefer the original trilogy versus the prequels. I'm totally cool with that. But don't just not watch them. One reason is you need to watch 4, 5, 6 first, because spoilers. If you watch 1, 2, 3, the original trilogy probably story-wise isn't going to be as entertaining. Another thing I would like to stress is, like, if you have the ability, it's very difficult, it's expensive right now.
Theatricals.
Watch the theatrical cuts of the original trilogy. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, there's multiple versions of the original films. The first Star Wars movie ever made came out in 1977.
Fun fact.
Yes.
Because, hello, David here, book expert. Fun fact, the Star Wars book, the novelization of the upcoming Star Wars film, actually came out the year before in 1976. So if you were one of the 10 people who happened to pick up that book from the bookstore, you would have actually known how amazing Star Wars was way before anybody else.
No clue as to the popularity and how this would change the world. So no episode numbers or expectancy of sequels. They became numbered, and then this was given a subtitle of A New Hope. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. So now we've got Episode 5, the second Star Wars film ever made, the 5th in the series of story order, The Empire Strikes Back. Episode 6, third Star Wars movie ever made, Return of the Jedi. That is the original trilogy.
Now, for the prequels, right? Prequels, originals. So, first we have Star Wars The Phantom Menace, came out in 1999. I was 4 years old.
Yes.
And I loved it.
First time I saw a movie at midnight. My parents took me. That wasn't really a thing at the time. It was like one of the first movies that was a midnight release, and it's one of the best memories I have of anything.
Incredible. Drop them all. Then after that, we had Attack of the Clones, which was, 2002? 2002.
I believe so.
We've got 2 main characters here on this beautiful planet of Naboo, on this veranda. Then it all ended, or so we thought,
Right.
in 2005.
Right.
With Revenge of the Sith, a movie I saw in theaters at least 13 times, 4 in the first week it was released. I skipped school. Yes. Originals first. 4, 5, 6. Then you go back to the beginning here. 1, 2, 3.
This may seem excessive, but it is crucial.
Do not let anyone tell you otherwise.
And we do this for your benefit because there was a time in my life where I wasn't even aware that people hadn't seen Star Wars. And it sounds crazy, but I was under this assumption till I was probably about 21 or 22. Anyone within the sphere of like my walking distance, I was like, you've seen Star Wars. One day I'm working, and one of my associates, my coworkers, is like, I haven't seen him. I'm like, whoa. It's like, surely you haven't seen all of them. Like, no, I haven't seen any of them. The dark side was strong that day, my friends.
Indeed.
Sadly.
Now, if you do not want to be spoiled, turn off the computer right now. We have warned you.
So, do we want to try to discuss our favorite ones? It's so hard. So, it's like...
My favorite is...
Yeah. Let's pick 2 or 3. Let's
Okay.
try 2.
2 and maybe an honorary mention.
Yes. So
You
frustrating.
want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
I'm kind of mad we're doing this right now.
I have ascended the mountain of my own intellect and decided that my 2 favorites are, first of all, not to be cliche, Empire Strikes Back. There's just
Solid.
something
It's just
about
solid.
Empire Strikes Back to me that I always loved the Hoth battle. There's just so many factors. And then my second one, Revenge of the Sith. I think I've been very public about this to anybody who knows me, that the end duel on Mustafar is the most, well, if not the most, one of the most emotionally captivating moments in the entire series.
Quick fun fact, every Star Wars film opens in space with some sort of spaceship. So now my favorite films. Return of the Jedi. One of my all-time favorites. People get annoyed with the Ewoks and whatever. Let's ignore that for now. Luke's a Jedi. Luke is a freaking... It's the return. They've been gone. He makes his own lightsaber.
First green lightsaber we ever see in Star Wars.
Freaking lightsaber. Now, episode from the original trilogy. I mean, the prequel trilogy, excuse me. Probably got to go with Revenge of the Sith. Many of the same reasons he said. Mustafar battle. It kind of lines up with Return of the Jedi in a sense. Just like, it's so, like, it brings the tears. It brings them. Even if they're not crawling out, it brings them up here, guys. Okay? Sorry, it just does. Do you have an honorary mention?
Honorary mention for me would probably be A New Hope. The first time you see a stormtrooper, and you're just like, what is that?
Yeah.
Who?
Probably gonna say Empire Strikes Back. It's so solid. Empire Strikes Back is considered by a huge group of the fandom to be the best Star Wars movie that's ever been made.
It's very rare that especially in a trilogy, that the second story or second movie in the trilogy is that strong.
And they're all my favorite.
You know what I've always wanted? Sorry, completely off subject. I've always wanted that little thing that Mace Windu is looking at when he's testing Anakin. It just like flashes all the different ships.
An iPad. He wants
I
an
guess
iPad.
it's a Star Wars iPad.
Crazy noises.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. If you want to, leave your favorite movie or your favorite order in the comments.
Trilogy.
Or your favorite 5, your favorite 6, whatever. Leave that in the comments. We'd love to hear from you guys. And if you think that we're a bunch of scruffy-looking nerf herders, keep that to yourself.
Watch Star Wars. Watch it. Has Jedis.